Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Washington Huskies and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the left side, grabbed by Williams.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Williams on the play fake. Might be looking to run. Got his man on the right. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Man, do you love wide receivers that are willing to go over the middle to do the dirty work. You're going to get hit anyways. That's what coaches say all the time. You're going to take the lick. You might as well catch the football. Nice job maintaining the football through contact.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Throwing, Williams. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's open. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Washington. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Looking for space. It's Martin. Finds a little bit of space. Gets 3 to the 22. BYU right back to the line.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football.
Snags it on the right. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, BYU. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Coming out with it, it's Washington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Williams looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Huskies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Williams looking for a man. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. A great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Williams to the air again. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Pulls it on the option. Might have a chance. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Right, here we go.
Running inside, it's Martin. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. BYU lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. The quick out. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Lyons. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Sails one into the middle. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give it.
To the house! Touchdown, BYU!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Williams will pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it along the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go right back downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Williams makes the grab. It's Moss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. It's Williams again. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Here's a give to Washington. Makes it past the marker. Here's a little room there. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bachmeier. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
On the run, it's Martin. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. to throw. It's Bachmeier. Looking left. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30, 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They'll run it. It's Carr. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. He's got great speed. He's got Allen. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's going to try to return this one. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Williams. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. It's caught, and the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, Not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Williams. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught close to the marker. It's Martin. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cougars! He got it right inside the pylon.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here's Williams to throw. Finds his man. It's Washington. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Williams throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. 4th down, Williams. Here comes the heat. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He fires to the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Southern Mississippi taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Golden Eagles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Tripped up for the tackle.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team. Because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Finds his man. There he goes. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown Cougars. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got a man. It's Washington. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Working that left side now. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams to the air again. Got his man. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. Hit as he throws. The short hands, it's Phillips. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Cougars come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cougar! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Play fake, Williams. On the run, still looking. Pulls it in, it's Moss. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's a give to Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Right on the money. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Washington sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Cougars are in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Off play action. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, BYU!
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Give to Washington again. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Williams unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and not.
Snags it, and there's running room. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Williams. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Calls his own number. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Showing off the arm. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
To the ground. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. Red to the 4, red to the 4. Go, go.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Phillips. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at at the 45.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. He's got it again. Pulled down for the tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Here's Williams to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. At the 45 on his way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And they can't make the connection. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. It's Williams again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Williams. Here's the pressure. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Casper. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Washington. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like...
Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he puts through the extra point. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He might want another play. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. BYU with the 1st and 10.